who it is. It's overtime with the flight room. Back in, over a little hiatus. Um, YouTube's been kind of bullying us. We didn't have some episodes yanked. Um, I've been getting a lot of my financial accounts hacked and shit like that. It's kind of crazy. Uh, but we back. Me, Remy, please. Lighthouse, Corey Mo.
What's up,
Fellas, how's
y'all?
everything?
Yo,
Hey, what's up, y'all?
chilling.
Finish, trying to finish the year strong. Trying to peek our little head and do our due diligence. But yeah. So as far as conspiracies go, are conspiracies still conspiracing for y'all?
Yeah, man. Especially with all this Diddy and Cassie shit and
Yeah.
TD Jakes and all that shit that's been going on in the news as a while. So yeah, the ball never stops rolling. Rolling. There's always some shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Corey, you sent that video last week or earlier this week. Um, it had a little bit of facts in there. I thought it was like kind of like one of those like media takeout vibe type things, but it has some interesting facts. At least they had like some receipts for stuff. It's
Yeah,
all alleged. And one thing about like those videos like that, do y'all notice that those are like AI reading like shit?
yeah, it should be weird.
Yeah, because it can't pronounce certain words. Like it don't say
Hmm.
shall, it say Chile, or be like instead of
Hmm.
Jada Pinkett, it said Jada or shit like that. That was just interesting.
Hmm.
I wonder if they do that so you can't really sue them. But I don't know. There's a lot of allegations and shit like that out. Like I wonder like how are people not sued unless it is got a little bit of truth to it. So, do y'all believe anything? Like, do you believe that there's any truth to it? Like, if you pay the settlement out,
I mean, yeah, I think that just due to the time period, a lot of that shit was going on. The people who was bumping elbows, the names that that seem to come up, it would make sense. I think that a lot of these things that was going on did really happen. You got people who were power players in the '90s. You got Diddy, you got Russell Simmons, you got these kind of names. All these dudes was in the same circle. You got R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? All these people was pretty much bumping elbows back in the day, and then they all get similar allegations.
Hmm.
It wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me at all that this shit was going on back there.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean he got people like in his corner, like ex, employees or bodyguards saying he was violent, certain situationships and shit like that, and he was, giving drugs to people and spiking their alcohol and shit like that. Even like rappers in this be saying some funny shit. Did y'all see that video where Cameron was like saying he visited Mace back in the day, and they was like Mace was living with Diddy in Harlem, and he said that he walked in the bathroom and was a big dildo in that jump.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that shit. I seen that.
So it's like Cameron saying that, as a like an outsider, like he don't need nothing from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got his ex employees, whether they're disgruntled or not, kind of like they giving the same story.
I mean, I think a prime example of just to let you know the type of shit that he's willing to do, or the level of power trip that Diddy be on. We seen making the band how he had them niggas walk
Yeah,
all the way to fucking across the state. I mean,
right.
across the city for some cheesecake, and then basically was on some like, if you really want your career, nigga, like how far are you willing to go?
Right.
I'm pretty sure if he got like some little young, you know what I'm saying, little female, somebody that's under him, and he can use that flex that same authority over her, and like, do you want this his song? Like, how far are you gonna go for it? So if he had people walk all across town for some cheesecake, he would definitely use that same shit and apply it in other places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just as, I don't know. I think it's like a lot more to it than just that, because if he's with a girl for a long period of time, and then she come out with this, and then y'all settle off break, and then you read into like a little bit of like the lawsuit. It's more than just what I mean physical abuse. Like some of the stuff, kind of
Well,
like
she accused him of trafficking.
yeah, like it sound parallel to like some Epstein shit or like
Yeah,
Harvey Weinstein shit like that.
yeah. It was something. Don't be surprised if you find them on that list. They're dropping January.
Right. Okay, yeah,
So
that's a conspiracy that's gonna keep conspiracy.
Hmm.
And I read that they like there's 13 people that's actively trying to have their name redacted from that list.
shit, everybody need to want to get their name off of that list.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be all kinds of public figures, politicians, and you know, musicians, actors, actresses, all kinds of
Hmm.
just business owners, just all kinds of people. You know, what I'm saying with influence all across. So
shit. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
reading.
wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was on there.
Yeah, it seemed like all right. This is just me researching like the whole Epstein shit. Like his shit sounds on par with that whole Epstein shit. It sound like intelligence like tactics and shit like
Hmm.
that. He in some of this reports, like I'm reading some of it now, it says
He got
he
the police.
he arged raped Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, punched, beat, kicked, and stomped her, blew up a man's car after
Shit.
he learned that he was romantically interested in Ventura, which was Kid Cudi, and
yeah,
he
Kid
confirmed.
Cudi.
Yeah,
Well, that was Kid Cudi.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Look, I got this. Hold on.
He blew up his car.
Blew up
yep.
his car, which his team confirmed right here.
What?
Look,
Uh,
this is
he a
in like,
weirdo. Uh,
but who do you, who does he know that can just uh work that out for him? Did he know that he could just call somebody and say, "Hey, look, this is Bama car. I need you to load that joint up."
shit.
I mean, he got the money and the power to do
Yeah.
it. I'm sure he can. You know.
Yeah. Plenty of it. Plenty of it.
Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. Ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. Demanded Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. Isn't that like what he did to J Lo when he set
Oh,
up
What
the
I,
shop?
happened? What happened
I
with
hear.
J Lo? What happened with that?
Remember they was in the club and some shit popped off and I think the story was Diddy shot at somebody, but they put the gun on Shine.
Oh, Shine.
Yeah,
Oh, and that was he was with J Lo back then.
yeah. You don't remember
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I
That was
remember
a
that.
big thing.
I didn't remember I didn't know it was J Lo when that happened. I thought like Shine stabbed somebody or something in the club or something.
Nah, nah.
It was a gun.
Yeah, that's who he was with at that time.
And then he got like two different lawyers to represent him and then represent Sean. And he's supposed to be, the head of the company.
Right.
So make Sean go under. Introduce Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse that require her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. Now, Mark Curry, no, not Mark Curry, or one of his bodyguards said that he had an opioid addiction, like in the mid 2000s.
Oh, he just kicked it.
Maybe
He still got to be on that shit.
I think so. Because you remember that when like Drink Chance was first starting out and he was like sounding real fruity on that jump.
That
Yeah.
was the one that is that the one that had
That was
Jada,
Fab,
Jada.
Fab
yeah,
and Jada was on it.
right.
Yeah.
But, ooh, I like
Yeah.
that, daddy. They was like, maybe he
Yeah.
still be on that shit.
He's on something. He on something.
And did you ever see it when Kevin Hart did like he was like hosting a party at Diddy's house one time?
Yeah,
And he was like, but you notice that he kept like he was making jokes, but he kept trying to insinuate that it was like some weird freaky shit going on in that
right.
joint.
And then I seen like this video where it was like a round table of these like young comedians and shit. Like who's that Bama? That's not really funny. But Desi Bama. He was
Desi
asking,
Banks.
Yeah, he was asking like a room full of like comedians. He's like, if y'all can, tell me something, you know what I mean, what's a piece of advice, some Hollywood advice that y'all can put me on to? And he said, don't be going to them Hollywood, don't be going to them Hollywood parties or some shit like that. And all them niggas just laughed.
Yeah, man. Wait, and then you ain't see that other shit at the Diddy party where nigga had like a giant ass bed in the backyard?
Right.
Nigga, like, come on, man. What the fuck was about to happen to go down in that joint? Nigga had like, I can't even describe how big that bed was. You can fit like 50 people on that damn bed.
Right. Outside. You probably just burn the sheets after.
Yeah, you probably just have to burn that whole bed right there where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
When they was doing the mannequin challenge back in the day, didn't they have, was it like Kim Kardashian and Kanye? It was like a big ass bed and a whole bunch of motherfuckers in that joint.
Oh, Kanye did that in one of his videos.
Oh yeah,
the video, and in the video, remember it was like controversy because Taylor Swift, it was like a fake Taylor Swift laying next to him in the bed.
Right.
And okay.
And Ray J and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me play this.
Speaking of Harvey Pierre, how do you feel about him getting accused of sexual assault?
Like I said, anything that has to do with those sexual assaults, those people have to prove that. But are they capable? Yeah, they're capable. Guys don't put those pills that they get to the girls in the champagne bottles because they popping them in front of them. Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them and they trying to keep their eyes on it because they don't want to get no kind of drugs put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice.
Oh shit.
They didn't put the pills and the stuff in there, the roofies, the ecstasy, the ease, all whatever they put it in the juice. Now, those girls who like the mixed drinks, you understand what I'm saying? They gonna pour their own sexual act because they don't understand it ain't in the bottles, it's in the juice. Those guys, they learn that and they put it to those girls who don't know no better.
That nigga sound just as guilty if you knew all that.
Yeah. He ain't speaking up. He's speaking up now because they're paying him for interviews.
He's saying a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like kind of like really tilted me. That video I sent y'all a while ago when 50 Cent was on Who Kid. I was like, oh, this is exactly what fucking Epstein was doing.
What are you talking about? Taking him out shopping or something?
Nah, not that. I know what you're talking about. This shit.
I know. Check this out. On the up and up, the nigga Puff, like he called, we should kick it on telephone and shit after the May shit.
Right.
And the nigga be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Fifth.
all that. And I called the nigga. I said, yo, you fucking with this girl? Like, you really, like, you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm going to send you something. You look at it, you call me back. I sent him the photos, the pictures and everything. And the nigga called back and was like, yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from? And I said, like, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure I get out there. Like, as far as this 50.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
And those other properties. So they sent it to me. But, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves from a man and she upgrading, niggas be insecure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They start feeling some kind of way, especially like whoever the guy was she was with in the photos versus where Puffy's at. Cause Puffy's he ain't no slouch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he been able to take advantage of all the suckers.
so where did it go wrong though? Because I know y'all was.
So ain't that some Epstein shit? Like he was filming her being with sex workers and shit. You muted, Marcus.
The thing I understand though is how did that get into 50's hand though? That's the part I didn't comprehend. Like, how did he get that? Like, what does he have to do with that shit?
But he said that
he the king of New York.
no. He said that those photos didn't come out because of her. They came out because of Diddy. So Diddy released
Diddy
them
put them
joints
joints in.
and then somehow they landed up in 50's hands.
But when he put them out, who is he putting them out to?
Right. I don't know.
That's
like he just put, that's what I'm saying. Like what he just put like, oh shit, like I got Cassie doing this. Let me send this out and see who wanted to spend money or some shit. Like I don't understand. Like what's the point of putting those photos out?
Some coercion type shit, or I don't know. Maybe it's like some sex kitten shit. How like the girl from Dandy Kane, Aubrey O'Day or some shit. She said, yeah, this nigga been on some type of shit like this. Maybe this how he closing all these deals. He take these girls to parties and even like motherfuckers in the Pussycat Dolls. One of them girls said this is a straight up prostitution ring.
Yeah, I know. At one point he had a relationship with Nicole Scherzinger, but I didn't know. I thought that was his girlfriend at one point because I think he was like he was walking around with her like like that was his girl for a little bit.
You know, there was this TikTok this lady did. She was explaining how Diddy maybe had something to do with his baby mother passing because she was writing like a tell-all book. You seen that?
Yeah, I seen something about that. Yeah, she's spilling all the beans. She's supposed to be spilling all the beans about the freak offs with dudes. Yeah,
the devil's threesomes, huh?
It was somebody said something about him having Cassie go out and get the male prostitutes that he wanted or whatever.
That's what's saying this report.
Yeah, he would pick them or he would give a list of what he wanted, what physical attributes he wanted in a male prostitute.
He in the corner, all probably cloaked up, like eyes wide shut or some shit like that.
That's what she said. She said the nigga was wearing like face mask, had everybody wearing face masks.
Yeah, the masquerade.
Had like candles and was like trying to create like certain lighting angles and try to like create the ambiance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is he trying to like usher in that shit in like this type of a community? Like he learned it, you know what I mean, from wherever, you know what I mean, he learned and then brought it down to this level. Now he's trying to like orchestrate his own type of.
He definitely learned some shit from somewhere. Yeah, though. I would say that.
What's that called? The boule?
But it's crazy because back in the day, remember that nigga? First time I even heard of the concept was when Biggie said in that song he was like "sexing me while your man." Remember on the Juicy's what song was it? Biggie said your flight leaves the date, some I forgot, man. But he was like "sexing me while your man masturbate." Remember he said it in that one song.
Yeah.
Remember
what song was it?
What song was it? Was it Big Papa?
I don't think it was that joint. It was an R&B joint though. It
was one of them. So it was that joint. It was the same one that that Ashanti used that sample on. It was that song. One More Chance. He said that shit on One More Chance.
Yeah, that's it.
Did. He said it on One More Chance. The nigga was like "sexing me while your man masturbate." He said that shit. And I'm like, yo, these niggas probably been some shit been going on back in the day.
Oh my gosh. While in New York City, Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he wanted to engage in a fantasy of his called voyeurism. Mr. Combs said that it would turn him on if he saw Miss Ventura with another dick.
Hey, but you know who else was doing that shit? What's his name doing that shit? Tiger Woods?
What
Was
for
it?
real?
No, he was paying people to like watch them have sex.
Oh, well, I mean, that's better than having your girl.
I mean, yeah, if you put it in that context,
Blown
yeah.
out.
Little peep show.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see me, motherfucker. But the man. Oh,
Was
hold
that
on.
even really his girl though? I mean, I know obviously he was claiming that, but that
Yeah.
might not be what he felt in
I mean,
his
he
heart.
was parading her around and going to
Yeah.
different events and shit like that, and getting jealous. Like you can see
Yeah.
times like
Well,
when they
who-
get interviewed, he getting jealous and shit. The
With
first
the
time,
The Wale shit.
oh, yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know if I believe that. I heard that, but I don't know if I believe that.
The game said he really secretly gay. He just pretending that that's his girl or whatever, and be all upset and beating her up and all that because he really secretly in the closet. And the male prostitutes was for him, for real.
Mhm. The first time Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles, the man, Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura, wore a masquerade mask and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform sexual acts with the man while Mr. Combs watched. He masturbated while he directed Miss Ventura and the man to do specific sexual acts. Then the entire encounter lasted multiple days. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak off or a FO.
Multiple days.
He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments that he wanted an FO, and Miss Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of the male sex workers. This is some eyes wide shut shit. How they was just freaking off.
I don't know. It's yeah, but it do sound. I think I'm leaning towards the game. I think he trying to hide
Whoa.
his real sexuality.
Mr. Combs' assistants
You can just watch porn, bro. You can just watch porn. Why you gotta go? Why you gotta do all this?
because he powerful.
I guess.
Mr. Combs' assistant will help set up the FOs, including by setting up the hotel suites with baby oil and Astroglide.
What?
That sound,
Astroglide?
that sound very specific.
Baby oil.
Astroglide. Astroglide's for the back door.
Oh, for the poop shoot.
Yeah.
It's a good name. I love it.
I believe I don't know. It's too many instances. Oh, here's a TikTok jump.
At least she got some money out of it. She could have got more. Well, she probably gonna get more. She's gonna have to write a book. That book deal coming. That book deal is coming.
You think so? Maybe that's part of
I
the
think so.
settlement that she can't really come out with anything.
Oh, she can't say nothing. Yeah.
Will he recover from this shit though?
I don't think he's gonna miss a beat. If he can pay off the one that had the most damning evidence, then I don't think nobody can take him down. Niggas that work for him, even Mace has been saying shit lately.
Yeah.
Not like directly, but like indirectly, he's been saying shit.
Yeah.
So if those people are saying shit and it's not like, you know what I mean? Well, they saying he had to step down from Revolt. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's where they're saying this is coming from. Since not Revolt, but the dispute he had with the champagne or the liquor company he had or whatever.
Yeah, I heard that too. How they saying that because he's challenging them, this is where all these allegations are coming from.
Yeah, they letting them. They're all right.
I mean, but typically what happens when you buck the system, they like, oh, really, nigga? Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what happened with Deshaun Watson. Same shit. As soon as that nigga Deshaun Watson started going against the grain, they opened up that nigga's file. Like, you know, I guess that's what they did with Public. Like,
but
niggas get out of line.
He made out though. He did all right.
he tarnished his name though, but he's a freak
Mhm.
ass nigga. So they had something to actually. If he was playing along, they would have did their best job to
Well,
cover
wait, we
that.
talking about which freak ass nigga we talking about?
Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson. So
Oh,
Deshaun,
okay.
we say Deshaun is just a pervert, and then they just
No,
gonna
but
call
look,
him a pervert, and Diddy's a monster.
but my thing is though with Deshaun Watson or just any nigga that tries to buck the system, I think they definitely got some shit on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they just
I
waiting
think you
for
kind
you
of
to
have to.
fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you might think shit sweet on your behalf, but I guarantee you they be having private eyes and all kinds of shit for all these niggas around everywhere, knowing
Right.
who they dating, who they fucking. They know if these niggas doing
Fail
drugs. They
safe.
know they then what's his name say that shit? Carmelo Anthony came out and said not Adam Silver, David Stern told him back in the day was like, we know everything about you, we follow you everywhere we go, we know who you dating, we know what your extracurricular activities are. Like he straight up pulled Carmelo Anthony to the side or whatever and straight up said that shit. So they watch all these niggas. Like they watch everybody, you know.
Mm,
Got
yeah,
to.
and yeah. Well then, yeah, you got probably
Might need a favor later. Gotta
you
watch
probably
out.
got freaked out by your Epstein's, and I'm not saying these men in particular, but somebody like them in those circles, and then now you trying to pass down that
Mm-hmm.
you know that craziness down the you trying to be in the top of the power scheme and rap and shit, black entertainment.
Yeah.
You trying to be black Weinstein.
What
Keep
you
my
think? Y'all think y'all think it's a good chance he on that Epstein list? I feel
No,
like it's a good
I'm just
chance.
using Epstein name, just
No,
because of
but I'm
similar.
asking, do you think it's a good? I think it's a good chance he's on that list.
He's a good.
I'll put shit past none of them.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck if it's a Good Morning America TV host. If he could be one of them niggas, I don't put shit past none
Yeah.
of them. You know what I'm
They
saying?
both New York lifestyle living. You
probably.
know,
Yeah,
they both got properties out Florida. Have properties out Florida. You know,
yeah,
I
They're probably definitely crossing paths.
had to at
I
least
mean,
once or
bro,
twice. At least once or
we
twice.
talking about just the entertainment industry, Hollywood. We had Hugh Hefner who had a bunny ranch. Like that should just let
Right,
you know that
and that
that's
shit
how
was a
they move
CIA
out there.
operation. That was a
That's
CIA
how
operation.
that's how they move out there.
Yeah,
It's like, come on,
That was
man.
legal.
Epstein was a CIA operation.
That's legal out there though.
Diddy's father, his name is Melvin Combs.
What he
They
do?
say he got killed by somebody in Frank Lucas camp because they thought he was an informant for the feds.
Mhm.
So he was perfect to play the Nicky Barnes movie. Okay. What was that? Carlito's Way?
Oh, that joint was terrible.
Yeah.
That show was terrible. But yeah, so he could be an agent. He could have been groomed all this whole time and
Yep.
went to Howard and probably joined a fraternity. Definitely was in a fraternity. I think he
Yeah,
had some there in Howard too.
already. You already know. Come on, man.
And then probably learn the whole, big New York, what do you call it, like extortion tactics with the whole sex shit.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I got you on video.
but here's this video about the book.
Oh yeah, let me hear this.
Been going down this Diddy rabbit hole, and I came across an interesting story I want to share. I never heard of Erica Kennedy until today. I went looking into a story about Kim Porter and ended up coming across Kimora Lee Simmons and Erica Kennedy. So Kimora Lee Simmons and Erica Kennedy were BFFs. So was Kimora Lee Simmons and Kim Porter. Kimora Simmons and Kim Porter came up in the game together as models. They said that Kimora was crushed when she learned of Kim's passing. But we're here to talk about Erica Kennedy. You see, it says right here, Kennedy was the best friend of model and television personality Kimora Lee Simmons, serving as the maid of honor at her wedding to Russell Simmons, and she's the godmother to Kimora's kids. It says, following her graduation, Kennedy started a career working as a publicist with various top fashion designers, including Tommy Hilfiger and Sean Combs. Erica Kennedy wrote this book called Bling. It was about a music mogul who started dating this really, really young girl and some other stuff that somebody wouldn't want to get out. Erica Kennedy's book was a New York Times bestseller. Erica ends up dead. Kennedy's cause of death has never been publicly announced. Here, in essence, it says Erica Kennedy, what her passing teaches us. As of this writing, no official cause of death has been released. I just pulled this up, and according to them, there's still no official cause of death released. So Kimora lost her best friend, Erica Kennedy, unexpectedly. Then she suddenly loses Kim Porter. This guy is Ed Winter. Ed Winter does high-profile autopsies, okay? Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Brittany Murphy, Corey Haim, Paul Walker.
Mm.
When Kim passed away, Kimora was like, nah. I'm not hearing that. This is my second best friend. Something funny. Kim Porter was supposedly
I know Corey Haim died.
passed away from lobar pneumonia. I'm going to just leave this for y'all to read. I can pause it if you want.
Read that shit.
Porter seemingly died of pneumonia, but there is a rumor going around claiming that this is BS. Allegedly, Jaguar Wright. I don't be believing this. Supposedly claimed there was an autopsy done on Porter, which claimed that there was poison in Porter's body at the time of death. This allegedly meant that her death was ruled as a homicide, whether the autopsy supposedly disappeared. Ed Winter was the coroner to celebrities at the time, reportedly did the autopsy results for Porter, and he allegedly ruled it as a homicide. Ironically, he was allegedly fired, and the coroner who took his place took 2 weeks to get the results. It was eventually stated that the Porter died of pneumonia, in which the manner of death was seemingly labeled as natural. I don't believe Jaguar Wright, though. She sounds a little off the rails sometimes.
A little bit, yeah.
In that report, Kim Porter's death was ruled a homicide. It was ruled a homicide by Ed Winter. So because he said all that, he got fired. But would you look at that?
Oh, damn, he died.
So it says Jaguar Wright supposedly claimed that there was an
He's 73. He's supposed to die.
That there was poison in Porter's body at the time of death. This allegedly meant that her death was ruled as a homicide.
I already just read that.
However, that autopsy supposedly disappeared, and he hired Ed Winter and replaced him with another coroner, and that coroner came back with she died of natural causes. So nobody knows what Erica Kennedy's official cause of death is. Crazy part is I didn't even know Kimora was the one that found Kim Porter. She lost both of her best friends. One that was directly involved with Diddy and one directly and kind of indirectly involved with him.
She was like the...
Hey, folks say it's no such thing as a coincidence, man. No such thing as a coincidence.
Hey, believe Jaguar Wright, man. She's a prophetess, bro. She be on it. She be on it.
I don't know. She be sound. I believe something I can't be right.
She be on it.
Let me see if I got some more. I might have Mason.
She called out your boy TD Jakes and them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about that Tyler Perry shit when it's like how you get the Holy Ghost from Tyler Perry, and you supposed to be one of the top pastors in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How a movie director put his hand on your forehead and then you start having convulsions and shit.
Oh, word? That happened?
Where you see that shit? Yeah.
Nah.
You don't have that? You don't have that? No video of that?
Yeah,
this nigga, yes, he did. Tyler Perry put his hand on TD Jakes' head like this, and TD Jakes was like, and then somebody had to like hold it. All that whole shit played out.
Somebody had to catch that big ass.
Yes, man. Yes. Yo, Randall, I know that I know you're gonna find it. Wow, that shit is on the internet. And right there, he should have lost all credibility right there. Because like, who is Tyler Perry to be having that amount of power?
Somebody had to catch this 300-pound motherfucker. Oh.
and then he was just standing on stage like,
my God. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Where Boosie at? Come on, man.
I'll let you know Tyler Perry must be somebody behind the scenes if he let that happen.
Oh yeah. Oh, ain't he one of the new folks they might be
the top gatekeepers?
No, it was this dude it was another dude that came out talking about he was essayed by some Hollywood who's that y'all ain't see that? and people thinking it's Tyler Perry because they on the same show or something. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but it's another Hollywood actor or whatever talking about, oh yeah, this person above me or whatever was abusing him, and then hold on, all right, play this, come on, let me see this.
All over you, I pray His favor, I pray the blood of Jesus will come.
Oh yeah, let's run on out here.
Keep you in His hair. God, I thank you for your blessings.
Man, why is his pants so baggy?
Well, why is Tyler Perry giving T.G. Jakes the Holy Ghost? That should never happen. That should not be able to happen.
That's weird. Well, he might be. They said he a power bottom, right? He might be.
Lord.
That's what they say. That's what the people say.
Yo, I never even heard that term until I heard about this shit. I'm like, a power bottom. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that sounds like a wrestling move. It sounds like a wrestling move.
Oh, it is.
It is, boy.
It's real.
Damn, shit is sick, man.
Yeah, I never hear like shit like that until I start hanging with like white dudes. They be saying gay shit like that all the time.
Yeah,
wow.
But bigger question is, why do people be falling for that shit like that?
I think people be wanting somebody to believe in, like niggas. People be needing heroes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, man. I think it's just that simple. People put like so much like weight in these celebrities, and it's like it's like the same thing as like a kid that you don't want to accept that Santa Claus is not real. You don't want to accept that wrestling not real. You don't want to believe that your favorite rapper is not really real. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same shit. I guess these people give you some sense of hope. I don't know.
Yeah. They're paying them every week.
This also like a conspiracy that came out, possibly true. Remember when Kanye was saying like Diddy was like the feds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck you, fed.
Hey, Ye, I don't know, man. He a wild one. He might be really talking about some shit right there.
But he did apologize.
I mean, he be talking about shit, but but I still think he a part of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I think he wanted, from my opinion.
You think he a distraction or something?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I think he kind of like a
planned opposition,
control chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives y'all like we need. He's like he's our new Tupac. He's our new the man of the people, the person who speaks for the people. Like you need that kind of character. Like, oh, who's the celebrity that speaks for us? Like I kind of feel like that's his role. I think Kyrie's the same shit, just in the sports world. I think Kyrie's controlled. I think all these niggas is controlled opposition. I don't believe none of these niggas is really trying to stop some shit because the same they get paid by the same motherfuckers that's in charge of this shit. They literally own them. Like they pay them. We seen how the whole shit played out with Kyrie and Nike. We seen how it played out with Kyrie in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he went back to the NBA, but Nike definitely let him go.
He went back to the NBA, but at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's like, all right, well, are you gonna give it all up for the shit that you stand on? No, not really. All right then. Mm-hmm. What are we doing all this for then?
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to him because I think that I actually respect Kyrie. I like Kyrie, but I'm just saying that in the grand scheme of things, no one really wants to give up their livelihood. Nobody, so it is what it is.
Yeah, especially if you're coming from nothing to millions and millions.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already fucked with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a door that.
We're talking about Diddy right there.
Is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. You niggas shut the fuck up about.
You fucking fed.
So I mean, but like I said,
that's what I'm doing in 2020.
Then Kanye, he might just be one of the strongest so-called slaves, like, you know, in the industry. Like, he might just be one of the niggas who has he might slip out of his programming every now and then buck the system, and then he goes right back and do-si-dos like everybody else, you know.
Because they can use him in the right way when they have control of him. But
yeah, because I don't think that
when they lose control of him, they stripped him of billions of dollars. So,
but because the thing with him, I think he's more intelligent than majority of the people that's in the industry, and I think that's what makes him stronger than most of them. Yeah, that's what makes him stronger than most of them. But at the same damn time, you know what I'm saying, he's in the shit. It's like almost like that blood in, blood out shit. He is like, it's like almost like a nigga who already sold his soul, but he trying to keep whatever left of it he still has. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, brother.
There ain't no re-nigga. He in that shit. But with all that saying, I still fuck with Kanye. I still fuck with Kyrie. I still fuck with these, you know, quote unquote truth speakers. But at the end of the day, for us to really look at these niggas as saviors, you crazy. You fucking crazy to look at these niggas as saviors. That's all I'm saying. You know,
you fuck with Dr. Umar.
I fuck with him. I agree with, and you know, it's just like anything else. You know, the shit I fuck with. The shit I don't. You know, I don't put too much weight in nobody.
Yeah, playing a role now.
You know, no eggs and no.
He put it like this. He makes good points, but as far as like that's once again looking at him as a savior type figure, you crazy. But like, you know, the nigga make good points. If you want to, you know, somebody to maybe give you some good pointers, change your perspective on things, I think he's a good person on that. But like I said, looking at this nigga as like the leader of the black community who's going to bring us into like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if nobody's really stepping on action. I don't see nobody doing like actual action.
Well, I have a question. What do y'all think about that? Why is it always like you mentioned the leader of the black community? Like, why does it always have to be a leader of the black community? You know what I'm saying? It don't be no leaders of the white community, no leaders of the Indian community, leaders of the Asian community. You know what I'm saying?
You think so? What do you mean? In what context though? What do you mean?
In a context like, there were riots, or someone was gunned down in this neighborhood or something. Where's the black leadership? Where's Al Sharpton or somebody like that or whatever the fuck? It's like, I don't understand why it's always like if something goes wrong for black people, or you know what I'm saying, it's like there's no black leadership. They don't have any leaders or whatever. But like when white folks shoot up a fucking school, we're not talking about where's the white leadership? Where, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know what you mean, because it's like, all right, like that. Wasn't it a few years ago, or not even years, like over 10 years ago, when that Virginia Tech shooter shot up at that Asian kid? There was no talk of like, oh, what's the Asian community going to do about this? After the Asian kid went and shot up the whole goddamn school, you know,
that was it.
It wasn't like an Asian problem, you know what I'm saying? It was just some weird Asian dude just flipped the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's something I never really thought about. That's something to think about though. I never really thought about that. But you know what? Maybe the reason why they do that is because we're supposed to be kind of a controlled people. So it's like if they choose our leaders for us,
right,
and it gives us this illusion that it's like, you know,
somebody peace.
You said what?
somebody got to be the mouthpiece, and usually that
Exactly.
mouthpiece has already been
It's controlled and exactly. There you go.
Chosen. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we need some exactly. So then it's like, oh, come on, let's go. Roll out the token, nigga. And then he come out and he say something. We are tired of this systematic oppression and shit. And then niggas be like, yes, somebody spoke up for us. Yes, and then the shit like a script. It's like a broken record. The shit happened over there. They've been doing this shit since like the 30s. You know what I'm saying? They probably been doing this shit since the beginning of time. It's like that saying, same shit, different toilet. They just change the presentation, but the substance, the essence of what that shit is, that shit's always been in existence. You know, controlled opposition and all that, giving the people a fake ass hero and shit like that. You know,
but that go right back to Diddy. It's like y'all made this nigga the poster boy of black entertainment, damn near
hip hop. Yeah.
So it looks like he's been a Fed or agent this whole time.
But it's funny. It's funny you say that though, because I had a conversation with this guy, this older black dude, not too much, probably like 10 years older than us, and he was like saying, "Yeah, man, I know all this stuff been coming up about Diddy." I'm just saying saying this to show you how people be looking at him. He was like, "Yeah, man, that's Diddy though, man. Like he like kind of like the pioneer of the culture. Like I can't just turn my back on him. Part of who I am is because of Diddy. The music I listen to, I listened to, like it was him. Yeah, he was the brains behind it all. You know, if you think about it, all that night, the whole 90s, honestly, the reason why they started having R&B niggas on rap beats was because of Diddy. He was the one, and I'm not saying it like on some justifying. I'm just saying like what he's meant culturally, like the sound of music. He's touched that shit. Like with rap, hip hop, R&B wouldn't be R&B without him or his input. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally was a nigga who created the idea of niggas singing on rap beats. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the first one to do that shit. That shit came from him. And now that's the sound that's still here to this day. People singing on rap beats. You know?
I guess.
He had a foothold. But
look, even if you don't like a nigga, or if somebody that you can't dismiss their entire legacy because of
exactly. R. Kelly.
Like there's been a bunch.
I ain't gonna dismiss the music. I ain't gonna dismiss the music.
A bunch of these motherfuckers been done a bunch of atrocious shit. But
the music is separate. The music is separate.
So the GOAT.
Yeah.
The music is separate. I can do that. I can separate that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
But either way, you know, that don't take from the fact that niggas the dirtbag though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Take that.
And see, and it's so crazy that you just said that, like, when stories that come out like this, it just give a whole new meaning. It's like, what did he really mean?
What did he really mean by that? Take that.
It's like, are these subliminals? Was he trying to tell us? Was this a cry for help? You know what I'm saying? And then we just thought that was just an ad lib, but he was really trying to tell us something. You know. You listen to these old ass R. Kelly songs, you be like, hold on, what was this nigga really talking about? You know, so nigga came out with a song called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." That's sick. That is wild, bro. Come on, man.
Was that his or Aaliyah's?
But he wrote it. It was Aaliyah's song.
Oh, he
wrote the joint. Yeah. Well, wait, can you imagine a nigga writing a song, "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" for an underage girl that you married?
Bro, that is a red flag. That is a red flag. Let me write this song for you. Age ain't nothing but a number.
And he married her, bro.
That is a fucking.
That's like sicko on a whole nother level.
But the parents allowed it. Which is.
That's how shit was back in that day, but we ain't gonna have that conversation.
Shit.
I was reading this makes free.
It's still like that. Parents allow a lot of shit. Well, not all parents, but you know what I'm saying. You'll be surprised. There's still parents out here allowing the wild shit.
Are you talking about that Mace freestyle when he was on stage and he was just going at Diddy the whole time? Yeah. He was wearing like a black like leather trench coat. Like, nigga, I seen that joint. Nigga looked like he had.
I skipped over that. Was it good?
Nah, he was spitting. Yo, Mace can rap.
Yeah,
Mace has always been nice.
Yeah.
He just didn't put
Absolutely.
out his catalog. Just ain't that deep.
because Diddy had his, you know what I mean? He made him the bubblegum rapper back then. But he really had bars.
Mace was nice.
He
Even
had
to this day,
I think of like what was it like 2022?
I had his album
on the Cam and Jada jump, the Gorilla.
I know it's all you're talking about. He had the best verse on that joint. He murdered that shit. Mace, last verse on that shit.
Yeah, he bodied that.
I know exactly what joint you're talking about.
No albums out, like he
And
just.
I got that beat in my head right now. I know exactly.
I don't recall that song. So
it sounds like a classic Dipset type sounding beat, but Mace went in on that shit at the end.
So hold up, it was Mace, Cam, and who? Jada?
Jada. Yeah.
He had the best verse on there.
He did last verse on that joint.
Oh yeah. I gotta listen to that. All right.
He goes.
Damn,
it's
always all three of them.
Witty.
Was that the only time all three of them rapped together? That's the first time. I ain't never heard.
It might be since probably like 97 or some shit.
I think they was both on that. What's that jump when it was like Noriega and all them on that one track? It was like 8 different niggas.
All the 30 niggas rapping. All the 30 niggas
the joint with DMX, the song with DMX on it.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was called Some Days to Live, 48 Hours to Live, or some shit, 24 Hours to Live. Mace was on that shit. DMX, the Locks was on that song.
It's probably all New York. Everybody in New York that mattered.
I think like Big L was on that maybe too.
Yeah, I think it's called either 24 or 48 Hours to Live. That beat was hard too.
On Mace album.
Was it on Mace album? I'm not sure.
Mace had a song 24 Hours to Live on because I remember he had another joint on that same album. It was like why y'all niggas over here looking at me? All these hoes up in here.
Yeah, I remember that song.
On that same album, he had a track called 24 Hours to Live. What would you do? Who would you fuck? Something, whatever.
Damn, cool.
Yeah, it's Mace.
I remember.
Rob. It's Mace Black Rob blocks DMX. Mace Black Rob blocks DMX.
Oh yeah, and Mace bodied that jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like this whole Diddy shit, that shit like sent me down like another rabbit hole, like of like the whole Tupac and Biggie shit. It was like how far was Diddy in that shit? If he was already, cooperating with the feds, and then Suge was definitely cooperating with the feds. He was cooperating with the FBI and LAPD. So like how far was Diddy in that shit? And they said like, because like I think like in the fall, they said like that dude Keefy D was coming out and like spilling the beans on shit because he was like damn near on his deathbed in the jail. So he was spilling all the beans, and he said that Diddy came through there with like $1 million cash at one point and said like, oh, he want to take Tupac out. But I don't think I necessarily believe all that shit. It just sounded like a nigga that he was on his deathbed and wanted to. I don't know. I think he released a book or some shit too.
So was it just about Diddy and Pac, or you heard anything about like Diddy and Biggie?
Big too. Well, May said that Diddy left him for dead. Like, when the shit was going down, he was up in his hotel room. And then after the big shit happened, niggas came up there looking for all of them in that hotel, and he left. And Mace said Diddy left him for dead. Like it's a miracle how he got out.
Yeah, I had seen something about that. I had seen something about that one. Yeah,
the security guard that I just posted like a minute ago, he said that he told Big and them to stay, in the hotel, to not even go to that party. That whole, it was like the Grammys or whatever.
Yeah, the Grammy joint. Yeah.
Don't even go to that party. Like shit was too hot.
And
then they rode in separate cars. You know what I mean?
Him and Biggie.
Yeah,
they rode in separate cars.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm thinking about Pac or whatever. Pac and Suge was in the same car. Okay.
And they said like the they was in back to back like SUVs. The one SUV pulled off, got stuck in the light. And that's when the shit happened. And the band that did it was like a Nation of Islam dude working with the CIA. Same thing with Malcolm X. CIA, Nation of Islam.
Damn, that's sad. Because it's like I can't even, like when all this stuff is coming out, like you can't even put it past him. You can't even put it past Diddy at this point. It's
but I've been
dead rappers get better promotion,
yeah,
as
but
Jada say.
I've been literally reading the Tupac FBI files. So like
Mm-hmm.
his shit started before he was even like born. Like he was on the
Tupac. Oh yeah,
they were
yeah.
following him before because his parents they was
yeah.
actively, you know, Black Panthers. Like
Mm-hmm.
leaders in the Black Panthers. They was following this man.
Yeah. Was
He
Asada
had
Shakur?
yeah.
Asada.
Mm-hmm. Like I got this browser
Did
up
she
right
go to Cuba or something?
Oh no,
I
not
want to say which one. Somebody went to Cuba. Maybe it's a different Shakur. Somebody went to fucking Cuba.
But yeah, anybody can go on the FBI archive, you know, and pull up Tupac's jump. His jump start way before he was popping.
Damn, that's wild.
And
That's wild. That's wild to be an infant, a baby with an FBI file on your ass.
And a lot of it is redacted. Like you can see like the all like whiteout stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like a box and then it's whited out. And then like there's one page, I'm looking at it right now. There's one page where it's like I don't really know how to read like these. Should I pull this up? You want to pull it up?
Let me see.
Like, why do they have this shit next to? Here we go. Yeah, this shit I'll be reading.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's like it's like difficult to like read because I don't know like how like the format is
to decipher this shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We see how him and Eric Wright is back to back. Like, why are they on the same?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you remember like all the attempts on his life, right? Like he's had like
Pop, yeah,
3 or 4 attempts on his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like when he went to court in Atlanta with them 2 undercover cops, they said he shot at them. Nah, they was trying to kill his ass.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yeah. And they found him not guilty and shit.
Mm-hmm. And he walked out there like
that's
George
wild. Yeah, he walked out that motherfucker like fuck the police. That's the yeah, man.
But they were saying he was
like he walked out there like Zimmerman, like George Zimmerman.
Not like George Jefferson. But they saying he was going to switch up his like whole image, like for him to Suge Knight, you know what I mean, approached him saying, I'm gonna pay your bill. Your bill is like 1.45 million, whatever. So they fronted that money cash for him to get out. Meanwhile, you know, Suge is a whole informant and all that shit. So he fronted the money cash to get out, and then he completed his album deal so he can get out that deal. And he was gonna switch his image up to like some I forgot what the shit was called. It was like, I think it was called like euthanasia or some shit like that. He's about to switch the whole shit up. And Suge wasn't trying to let him out the deal. And that's how like everything went south. Meanwhile, Suge and the Bloods, LAPD, you know what I mean, is running like a whole like drug and gun laundering situation over there.
That's
like,
why that motherfucker's so aggressive. Nigga, you running with the police and the gangs?
And because he knew he
you're untouchable. You're untouchable.
So
shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the way that Diddy's getting off with you know, endless allegations and accounts, it's like kind of how
type of shit.
Yeah, how Suge was just roaming free, like he was like a pit bull in the yard, just roaming free, doing whatever the fuck he wanted, and never got apprehended until, you know what I mean, they didn't need him no more.
It's same shit, just different coasts. Same shit, just different.
Talking about Suge Knight.
Right.
Yeah, and Diddy.
Suge Knight and Diddy kind of like played like the same role, and they had the whole East Coast West Coast beef. Like Diddy probably wasn't involved in like you know, drugs and shit like that, but I mean I did read a story where
more so probably just taking them shits.
I read a story where
instead of selling,
Diddy kind of like instigated some beef between like BMF and like some Harlem nigga, and got the Harlem nigga killed. I think is it ASAP Ferg's father? Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. But yeah. That's my little spiel. I could probably go like way deep into that shit because
Like I said, and there's no such thing as a coincidence, man.
nah.
There's no such thing.
And then like some of these FBI files, look at this, just because we was on the whole Kanye thing, right? And this is about Tupac here.
Show me something.
What does it say right there?
Of the social political goals of the Jewish Defense League.
The Jewish Defense League.
When was Pac going against that?
That's on Pop File?
Yep. Page
What?
6.
What the fuck did he say about the Jewish people?
Yeah. Well, look, all the shit that be redacted. Anywho, yeah, it's the same old players. Player.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, damn. Would you want to be in this industry?
Nah.
Like this shit sound like, bruh.
Who like what career does it look like they had, you know what I mean, a squeaky clean, successful career without like the whole maybe like burden of, you know what I mean, just all like the negativity that comes with it.
Jay-Z.
But you don't think he like, you think he goes to bed with like a healthy conscience?
Fuck no.
That's what I mean.
Hell nah. For real, I wouldn't be surprised if Jay-Z is another one of them. I think Jay-Z like a bully behind the scene. I think behind the scene, that nigga he be bullying niggas behind the scene. I think niggas scared of Jay-Z behind the scenes, to be honest.
Yeah, there was somebody that said recently, like, Jay-Z texted me, like, you know what I mean, take some shit down or some shit like that. I forgot who. I'm drawing a blank.
I like that.
But yeah.
Because I think even I seen some shit when with Future, because they said Future wrote Drunken Love.
Yeah.
And then they was like, yeah, did you get any credit? And nigga was like, you know, it ain't about the credit, I write another hit song. I write. And I'm like, damn.
Hold on.
Nigga Future was like, hey, like that nigga was like, I don't want no problems. That's basically what I heard. That's what I got from it.
Yeah,
said, I don't want no problems. And
No
that's one of Beyonce's biggest songs, probably.
Right.
And that nigga, that's Future who wrote that shit. And he ain't get no credit for that joint.
And then it's just the whole like NFL shit. Like it just showed me how much he played ball.
Mm-hmm.
He a billionaire, so
shit. Yeah, but at what cost?
Ain't shit to him.
I mean, at the point, to even get to that point, you can't be too empathetic to become a billionaire. I'm just saying.
Exactly. You cannot worry about stepping on nobody's fucking toes and no shit.
You gotta decompartmentalize your morals.
You kind of have to.
Even if you like somebody like Nike, like so what is, you know what I mean? It comes from a sweatshop.
Mm-hmm.
Apple, the richest companies, in the world. So what? It comes from Chinese slave labor. Fuck them. That's what I think.
I feel the same way too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the mindset.
Right.
And then like I say, at the end of the day, we can blame them, but like, it's like, well, shit, I'll go ahead and get my Nike Tech fleece sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, well, shit, I didn't force no goddamn kids to make this shit, nigga. I'm just buying it.
Let them drop them Tim Duncan deposits out here right now. Let's go.
Yeah,
I want them right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Two of them motherfuckers.
That's what I mean. So it's like at the end of the day, we all part of the same shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
All right, so speaking on the world and the craziness, y'all seen the thumbnail, and we calling this episode "Leave 2023 Behind." It's a spin on "Leave the World Behind," a Netflix movie. On Netflix they kind of steer the minds of people and shit. So we're gonna do another film breakdown real quick. You know what I'm saying? "Leave the World Behind" has been out for a couple weeks. Corey Mo, give me your wild ass rating because I know it's gonna be enhanced.
Enhanced?
Yeah.
I give fair scores.
Don't.
I give fair scores.
No, you don't.
And there's no way First of all, Beloved was
yeah,
part of the
we get in that too.
He said,
Beloved was part of the direction, production.
Barack
And for
Obama,
those who don't know, he's speaking of Barack Obama.
Eisenberg.
Let me see. I'm gonna have to get this joint because I watched the movie like I want to say at least 4 times.
You watched the movie 4 times?
At least 4 times.
Was it that damn good? Shit.
It was well. I'm not gonna say it was that damn good, but my other family hadn't watched it and they wanted to watch it, and so I watched it with them too or whatever. But I watched it here, and so but whatever. So I'm going to give it an honest
What's the damn score, Corey?
8.5.
Jesus Christ.
8.5. 8.5. You can't go no lower than 8.5.
It's a good. I'll give it a good 6.
You motherfucker.
It's a good 6.
You be bullshitting on these scores. I swear to God.
It's a good suspense.
Why?
Well, the ending sucked.
Okay.
Okay, that's
you didn't. That's all you got from the movie.
The ending sucked. It was shot beautifully. It was #1 propaganda. It's what you call predictive programming. Would you say?
What do you mean?
Definitely.
What do you mean by that?
Predictive programming is when they show you something that's possibly going to happen, so it readies you consciously. Predictive programming.
Basically,
I can't go that far.
Desensitizes you
don't
to.
think there's a
But
possibility?
I can't go that far. But I understand why you would say that. I understand
You
why
don't think there's a possibility?
Of course.
So why is it not predictive programming? The plot is cyber attacks. You don't think that they've been like
we've been having cyber attacks for years?
Exactly. They've been insinuating.
So it's not predictive. We already had this shit.
No. On this level.
On shut shit down.
Yeah.
Nah. It ain't. Nah. I don't think it's. It wouldn't make sense to me. It wouldn't make sense to me. The only way it would make sense to me. The only way it would make sense to me is if they had another one. If they had another movie, a sequel or whatever, stating that the government the United States government allowed this shit to happen. Because
so you're saying there's no way that okay, let's talk about it.
You feel me?
Exactly.
The only way that would make sense.
Like 9/11.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, now we're talking. We're cooking.
Exactly.
So yes. So just like how they had predictive programming in other movies before 9/11, they're doing this shit now. Like Fight Club. Did you know they took down 2 towers in Fight Club? That was predictive programming. And The Simpsons predictive programming.
They did do that at the very end of Fight Club.
Maybe you could say like Die Hard, shit like that, predictive programming. Even there was an attack on I think the Empire State, or no, there was an attack on the World Trade Center before. But nobody talk about in the 90s. That's predictive.
Yeah, the same nigga.
No. They had
it was a bomb, the Unabomber.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about the Twin Towers. They
I'm talking about Osama. He did that shit twice.
I don't think. Well, it could.
Osama tried twice.
Before in the 90s, there was a dude who set off some bombs at the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Before the actual towers, before they got hit by a plane.
They used box trucks or something like that, and
they parked them shits in the garage and shit. That was Osama folks.
And then you seen this. It's in the title. I Am Ball.
Wow.
Oh, right there. What are we looking at? What am I?
And the yellow's highlighted.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Oh
But
my
I
gosh.
guess.
You think that's, bro? Everything's
We can-
meticulous. When I make these little thumbnails and shit like this, shit's meticulous.
You know what I didn't understand in the movie? The fucking deer.
Hold on, we're gonna get there.
I don't understand the fucking deer. They blew
What
me.
was the deer doing in the movie? Because just in general, I look at deer as like they just a different kind of creatures. Like
Yeah,
They were just
when you watch how they move and like I don't know.
they the dumbest creatures. I hate deer.
they were just doing weird shit. Just like
All right, but it had the all seeing, you know what I mean? In the opening credits.
I didn't see that. Okay,
You didn't see that?
it was too quick. All right, break it down. Come on.
I mean, this lets you know even how they even just using the whole black, red, and white theme.
When they walked in the house, the eyes.
Okay, I didn't see those over there. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I was too busy getting in the conversation. Okay.
This one is a good one right here.
What? The crack in the wall?
No, okay. You got the 76ers.
What?
76ers cup, right?
The
6.
seven.
The clock to the
Okay.
right of it, 6. The clock
Okay.
on the other nightstand, 6. 666.
Motherfuckers. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here.
This is one of the opening
Satan.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta pause shit. Okay. Fuck.
No, I was seeing shit the first time. It just had that airy feeling where it allowed you to like kind of like zone in on some shit.
See, I don't be taking notes and shit. Like I be watching. I start a movie and be fucking scrolling through Instagram and shit while I'm watching the movie and shit. But
yeah, I can't do that. And there, I seen this video where it's saying like throughout the movie, the picture, the painting on that back wall was changing. You see how it's like this, and it gets more chaotic, like kind of like a like EKG or some shit.
Like the yeah, like a Richter scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So was this more of like a thriller? Is that what you
Yeah,
would call this?
like suspense type thriller type thing.
Yeah, it was suspense. I'm gonna call it little thrills. Yeah.
And then the son had the checkerboard shorts and like one of the it's probably the first 10 minutes. The same. Oh, this is where I'm really going because you're a whole beloved, right? Producers, right? And they said like he left a lot of notes for the director for this shit too. Just so you know.
It was living
And
on
you know
some
the
nuggets.
director. The director is like Sam. What's his name right here? Sam Ismail. He also directed Mr. Robot, right? You know, Mr. Robot is about like cyber attacks and shit like that.
Mr. Robot?
Yeah. With
never
Rami.
seen that. Okay. I'll check it out.
Okay, so that same little outfit, he got the Obey. Let's say Obey NASA. Like what's going on right now? The whole UFO shit. Like,
and then NASA. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
little girl doesn't give a fuck.
You know who designed this Obey shirt?
No, sir.
You know that clothing company, right?
It looked familiar, but who did that shit?
Another called Shepard Fairey, a graffiti artist called Shepard Fairey.
Ah, yes, I know Shepard Fairey.
You know, he also designed Barack Obama's Hope campaign. This is the same
perfect.
Okay, so you tying this right. You know where he got this Obey, like the inspiration for this whole thing before he came up with the whole Barack Obama Hope shit.
Ah, yes.
His whole inspiration for this design comes from They Live.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking from that shit. I was waiting for you to drop it. Okay, yeah.
Cult
I was
classic.
thinking from that. Cult classic.
Where
Definitely.
there's
Everybody should watch this movie.
Yes. Every conspiracy theorist watches the movie. Where it's like dead souls just walking around and
not even just conspiracy. Everybody needs to watch.
Reptilians walking around, and you put the glasses on, you see, you know, who's really real and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
You know, somebody
and it have a boy in there, and it had the black dude in there from what was it, Gargoyles and other shit, whatever. The fuck?
Somebody designed glasses though that that you can see people's auras just like that shit though. They call them Dalcinian lenses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a fucking wild movie.
Yeah. Have you watched it recently?
It's been a couple months since I seen that one.
Months. You watched that one?
Obey, yeah. Since I seen that joint, it's been a. Did they usually they? I swear they play that joint like almost every day or whatever. Almost. I've yeah. They be having that joint on TV a lot. They be having that joint on TV a lot. I ain't seen that joint in a minute.
Dykean. How do you spell this shit? We can look up people's auras. And people say when you put these frames on, a lot of people don't have an aura.
They should have came up with something better than that fucking weird looking fucking skeleton shit. They should have did that reptilian shit. But maybe they was trying to not get fucked up.
I wish I could find like a short video of this shit. Anywho, but yeah, this is your boy Obama. So like he's dropping gems and this shit. Do you think he's doing it just to like send like a beacon for us to like shaping up, or he's part of this predictive program and shit?
I'll probably go with B.
Y'all some haters, man. Nah, probably it might be B. It might be B. It might be B. But still, that's our black president. My president is black. My coupe is whatever the fuck Jeezy said. Whatever the fuck Jeezy said.
Said my Lambo was blue.
Why you get this man a free pass? Oh, you know what's funny too? Like, you know what his next movie that he's producing?
What?
Is about alien abduction.
Let's go.
Is that like predictive programming?
I'll say this is my prediction. 2024, we're gonna get some aliens like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
we getting big alien energy in 2024, nigga. I promise you, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you. I feel I'm because it's like only reason why I say that is because like all of a sudden my feed is like aliens out of nowhere. It's like, all right, nigga, y'all pumping this alien shit going into the new year. So I already know 2024, we gonna start the year on some alien shit.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think we're gonna see that shit on the not 2024. If we see it in our lifetime, I think it's gonna be like.
I think we're gonna see that shit in our lifetime, nigga.
Yeah, but I don't think it's. I think 2024 is way too soon. I think
no. This is what I mean. But what I mean is, all right. The rollout. This could be the beginning of the rollout. I know that shit they showed us with like the Mexican alien, and it was like that little fossil thing or whatever.
Yeah,
but like, nigga, I feel like
Yeah.
It's going to be a rollout that's going to go throughout the entire year, like probably maybe quarterly. Like, you know, the first 3 months we're going to get some alien shit. Next 3 months we could probably get a little bit, and then, you know, it's just going to be a progressive rollout. So like, let's say 4, 5, 6 years down the line, there might be some shit that actually happened.
But like, what do you think? Like we're gonna see an actual alien, or you think?
I think that they are
an artifact or something.
No, I think it's more of like a getting us used to the idea of there being, you know, life that exists outside of Earth. So what I'm saying is like let's say 10 years ago, you'd have been like, man, I believe in aliens. Niggas will look at you like, nigga, what the fuck? Ain't no aliens, you crazy. Well, I'm trying to say they're trying to make it to a point where like you be like, nigga, I believe in aliens, and the common person is gonna be like, nah, you probably right. Nah, that shit probably exists. Like they're trying to like prep our minds to be accepting to the idea of there being life outside of Earth, where let's say 15, 20 years ago, most people wasn't open to that idea.
How many people you think watched this movie that just came out, Leave the World Behind, because it was produced by Barack Obama? I think more people probably watched it because it had a stamp on it, and now his next movie is.
I don't think so. I didn't even know. You know me. I fuck with Beloved. I didn't even know he was on the shit until I started playing the shit. I was like, hold up. I had to rewind the shit. And like, oh, hold up. Michelle and Barack on this motherfucker? Both of them on this both of them got ad libs on this bitch. Let's go. Let's play this tape.
Okay, but regardless, so he has his hand in the pot with Netflix, and his next movie is alien based about a UFO abduction back in the whenever this Betty and Barney Hill shit.
Oh, I remember this shit. I've seen so many fucking stories about this shit. Yeah.
And then his production company is called Higher Ground Productions, and that sounds just like some, like if it was like some end of the world type shit, like Get to Higher Ground.
That's the trickery. You need to get the underground. You need to get underground.
Oh, like
but you know what's so great? But throughout our entire lives, there's always been these like, you know, end of the world movies, these Armageddon, you know, like that shit has always been an alien abduction, or it'll be like fucking Armageddon to be comets hitting the earth, or fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always these end of the world scenarios.
Exactly why I ain't feeding.
It ain't really nothing. This ain't really ain't nothing new. It's just maybe more just it's cyber attacks now. You know what I'm saying? But
maybe, but like, okay, so like if we said cyber attack is going to be like the next 9/11 and shit, and
which is very extremely possible because of how dependent we are on like the internet and technology. Like that would be the move if you was.
How didn't they like shut down somebody's water system like in the Midwest because of a cyber attack? Like imagine that shit happened throughout the states,
bro.
Cyber attack.
Just the fact that we even have the what's it called, the Amazon grocery stores now and shit, where all niggas gotta do is just grab some shit. Now imagine if the internet just cut the fuck off. Like it's like taking water away from people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like a lifeline damn near the internet.
Yeah. Now boom, look at this.
I don't know too much about that. I need more information on the internet. Cause
the Department of Homeland Security warns killware is the next big cyber threat.
Killware.
I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that shit though. Look, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know about that shit. Because first of all, most of us think of the internet and we got Wi-Fi and shit. Most of us think this shit is out the air. It's in the air or whatever the fuck. But there are fucking millions of cables running from continents to continent as far as internet shit. They're in the water. And shit. So it's like, how I don't understand how that would. I don't understand how that would not be rocking. I don't understand it. I need more information.
It's easy though. It's easy to even like simulate some shit like this.
I need more information.
What you mean? They'll tell you. Like, what was the whole like something Polygon? The Polygon shit that happened recently or last summer?
Polygon what? I heard it.
Cyber attack. Hold on, bro.
Pull it
up. That casino had the cyber attack.
What, out in Vegas?
Yeah.
You talking about the one that dude was shooting at or shooting out of?
In Vegas.
Yeah, you know that. Cyber Polygon.
Pull it up, bro. Pull it up.
Oh, whoa. What the fuck? Catastrophic cyber event likely in next 2 years, WF annual meetings. So this was the beginning of the year. So between now and 2025.
The most striking finding that we found is that 93% of cyber leaders and 86% of cyber business leaders believe that the geopolitical instability makes a catastrophic cyber event likely in the next 2 years. This far exceeds anything that we've seen in previous surveys.
How can you just guess though within the next 2 years? That sounds like some 9/11 shit.
Yeah. I mean, or that's my point. They gotta have, they gotta already have some type of technology, something.
What do you mean technology? They are the technology. You just turn the shit
Exactly.
off.
You gotta map that shit. If they can say, oh yeah, we can do this.
Corey, you just watched the whole movie of how everything's connected to technology.
Yeah.
All right.
You can cut off.
My point is though, if they saying like this could be like or they're implying that like this could be the next 9/11, what's coming out of the other end of that shit? Because like the 9/11 shit was like the whole like Patriot Act. They can like arrest you, for no reason. They can invade your privacy for no reason. So it's going to be even more. They're going to invade your privacy or have you like really connected to like the grid.
Damn.
This the whole shit is like ruling out of chaos. That's their whole game. They create the situation and then try to.
We had the pandemic. With how long did the pandemic last? 2 years? We could say 2 years roughly. 2 years roughly.
Out of the chaos, like shit happened because of that. As far
but
as
it was roughly 2 years.
Yeah, still probably
before. But before folks were comfortable coming out of their house or whatever and shit.
No, but that's not the point.
But and even still, that's weird because I was still doing fucking Uber Eats and shit. Bacon. I was still ordering shit. Come deliver that shit. Come deliver that shit.
No, the point is they took that unfortunate situation and took away some of our rights out of that shit.
Which rights though?
They forced vaccines on people. They made people get digital passports. They made people get digital immunization charts and shit like that. They monitor who was going in and out of certain places. Certain,
I mean, if you want to keep up your livelihood, yes, technically you're forced.
I mean, because even look at 9/11. When 9/11 happened, I think wasn't that where the whole Patriot came out of that whole 9/11 shit? So it's like, all right, 9/11 happened. It's like, oh, we need to increase the security. So like now, all of a sudden now, because of
increasing getting on the plane before 9/11.
I've never been on a plane before.
Yeah, I have. Nigga, I used to fly by myself as a child. Yes, the security was
walk all the way up to the
nigga. I could have walked in that joint with a fucking Glock. At a little as a 9-year-old or something.
Relax. Yeah. Be careful here. We talk about planes.
On the plane.
Serious. Yeah. It was, but I mean, but either way, like when these major catastrophic events happen in society, it's like, all right, boom, fear. Everyone's get scared. It's like, all right, now what do? We have to make you safe. But through the act of making you safe, they also taking away your freedoms.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like, all right, it happened with 9/11. We had the Patriot Act. What happened with the Patriot Act? They was like, we can listen to y'all phone calls. We can invade your privacy. We can literally invade your privacies for the whole purpose of creating security for the people. So then you fast forward to the pandemic, same fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can literally invade your
contact tracing and shit like that.
Yeah, just like we just up the surveillance on y'all niggas. We just gonna watch y'all closer now. So it's all it pretty much if the powers that be at any given moment want to get a closer look at the people, all they gotta do is create a catastrophic event, and then they can get like a stronger access to us.
Even out of the whole virus thing, like these Instagram, Twitter, Google, and all that stuff, they even like up their stuff. Like they're like, listening and all that type shit. Like they upped their technology and agreements and stuff like that.
That's their job. That's why they get that money from. That's why they get that funding.
But they use that as like a back door.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, even as far as like even with our channel right now, it's like a lot of the shit that it's like this the surveillance, the control is a
Right.
lot more stronger than what it was. Like we always talk about when YouTube first came out, like it was a wild wild west. There was so much fucking information. Now that shit is controlled, but it always happens after like some catastrophic event in society, and then everything fucking changes. So that's how you kind of know that a lot of these events are definitely manufactured events
Right.
for the sole purpose of, just changing society to benefit the powers that be,
And it's just like you said, Corey. He was like, if it happens, it's gonna be some shit that they let happen.
Exactly.
So they're gonna let this shit happen, and then on the back end, now you got. I think what's gonna happen is like everybody's gonna have their own like whatever. You probably gonna need to have like a pass to get on the internet, so they know everything that's coming from you.
Yeah.
That's you. So that's your social credit shit right there. Like this is how they're gonna jump the shit off. Like so they gotta protect everybody's cyber. Your personal cybersecurity. To do that, to protect your personal cybersecurity, they got to issue like a personal internet pass or some shit like that.
Yeah. And
Now you being tracked.
I think
Now
what
you
you're
being
talking
tracked.
about, what you're
Now you
talking
got a
about,
score.
yeah, but and what I think what you're talking about is gonna be more levels than that. Because if you need that to get on the fucking internet, so you're gonna need that to fucking vote for a president or
Yep,
Senate
I
or
agree.
something like that.
They'll be like your views based off your the information we collected off your searches and the comments you've left on certain videos. We've determined that your views are too extreme, and we've decided
They're
you
not
will not
in
be allowed
line.
you can't vote in this election because of how extreme your views are. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not in line. Yeah, you're not in line. You're not in line.
It was some shit YouTube sent us recently saying some shit like that. It says to help our community safe, we limit some of our more powerful features to channels who have built and maintained a positive channel history or have provided verification. As of now, your channel doesn't have sufficient channel history. It has lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines.
Exactly. That's the social credit score.
How this impacts your channel, you won't be able to do things like get higher daily limits for live streams, shorts, and video uploads, embed live streams, pin comments, and add external links to your video descriptions.
In other words, y'all niggas shadow ban.
Yeah.
Right. Basically.
To make
It's
it
like, look,
I've been doing it.
Y'all be going against the grain a little too much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we gotta keep y'all niggas down.
My brother sent me a text like probably like a year ago. He was like, y'all going too hard on the white man's internet.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah. Well, let me play a clip from this joint that kind of like really.
He takes me to his study, smoke a few cigars, and we're sort of flying high, laughing at almost everything. Eventually he starts in how much he likes me and how he wishes he could invite me on this trip he's about to go on.
What kind of trip? Where's he going?
That's exactly what I asked. And he turns to me, a serious face, and he says, "Oh, just my annual meeting with the rest of the evil cabal that runs the world." He was the kind of guy that was always known for jokes like that. Again, if I told you his name, you would understand.
Well, I just have to take your word for it. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna pop off my plane.
And then, yesterday before the symphony, my friend calls me up. No scheduled appointment like he usually does, just calls me out of the blue and wants me to move around some of his money. And we're talking some big numbers, even for him. And as we're getting off the phone, I asked if he wanted to grab a drink. He tells me he's going away for a while. I joke back to him, "Oh yeah? You hanging with your evil cabal this weekend? Thought that was only during the winter solstice." But he doesn't laugh. And he always laughs, even with bad jokes. And all he said was, "Take care of yourself. almost as if he felt sorry for me. Ever since, I haven't been able to get it out of my head.
Are you saying, are you thinking that your friend is somehow behind what's happening here?
No, nothing like that. The conspiracy theory about a shadowy group of people in the world is far too lazy of an explanation. Especially when the truth is much scarier.
What is the truth?
No one is in control. No one is pulling the strings. Sure, there are those like my friend who might have the right kind of access to the right kind of information. But when events like this happen in the world, the best, even the most powerful people can hope for is a heads up.
That was from the movie?
Yeah, you don't think Obama helped with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically he's saying that I mean, that shit sounds so realistic though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
And he said during the winter solstice.
Yeah, during the winter solstice, I saw that shit. And then the key part that stood out to me, he was like saying, oh, no one's really in control. It's like even the people who are powerful really don't know 100% what the fuck is going on. So it's like they kind of like, hey, if let me know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So I can at least prepare myself, which kind of lets you know that because they even say like within that whole masonry shit, it's like kind of like rankings of secrecy and shit. So it's like no one really fucking knows what's going on until they get to a higher level. And then it's like, oh, you're privy to this information, but the niggas above you know a little bit more than you. So it's like kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like levels of information. Like you kind of like, you know, so no one really knows what the fuck is really going on, you know, except for the person who they're superior, or the person who's ranked above them, which is kind of crazy as shit though, if you really think about it.
And it kind of like the same thing with the whole 2020 thing. It's like when they're just going to separate the higher and the lower class if they do something like that. If you simulate a cyber attack.
But I would say that if let's say at if it's like a apocalyptic event and there's some crazy shit, I think the separation between the have and have nots, I think that shit's gonna be more extreme than what we think. So it's like if you a nigga that makes six figures, you think or high six figures per se, you thinking you good. Like, no, nigga, like we talking about the have and have nots. It's a whole nother level. Like, so the people who think they doing good amongst the common, you ain't really doing good. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of shit. And I think that's what people don't really understand. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the whole masonry thing. They're gonna be ruling out of chaos. Cause the chaos, and then you're gonna try to build it. Even like if it is like some doomsday type shit, like how we highlighted how they got seeds in the North Pole and some shit like that. They gonna come out on top.
Exactly. That's where the real wealth is, right?
Or that movie like Greenland. Remember that shit? Like when he was trying to race to Greenland and all that shit, and he didn't really know. Like he was selected.
The end of the world.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we can dial this back a little bit. This is our final show of 2023. We got to regroup and do some better things in 2024. But
we
is
got
there
to
any
do a joint
other-
with everybody in the same room.
all right, you know how we talking about this just dawned on me. Remember how we talking about we did like the whole Eyes Wide Shut episode, and the book that it was based off, and this is a book too, this whole Leave the World Behind. But Eyes Wide Shut is named is based off a book called Dream Novella. And then you remember when she was reading the Wi-Fi password in this movie, it was novella.
Okay.
So anywho. And Marcus Zuckerberg is building all them damn underground shits in Hawaii. So it looks like they're preparing for some type of cyber attack.
I don't know.
I mean,
if I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna build me some stupid ass shit anyway.
I mean, the way the world going right now in 2024, a cyber attack, which like pretty much cuts the whole shit off. That would be the move. If there would be any move, the way the world is right now, that would be the shit to do.
We're too dependent.
And hold up. Think about that. Think about this, because this motherfucker has plenty of money.
It's going to induce a civil war where we're going to be taking each other out because there's so much fucking racial unrest and shit like that, and people are actually starving and not making ends meet. It's going to be a real live. And then you see they got this movie coming out called Civil War.
Yeah, I saw that preview the other day. I seen that joint.
That's predictive programming too.
I seen that shit. Yep. It was going to be a civil war in America.
You can't get clean water and food. You don't have no fucking garden. You don't have chickens and cows and shit like that. Where's your food coming from? People go to the grocery store every other day because they don't have food stocked in their fridge. If there was some cyber attack and they cut everything off, what the fuck are you going to do?
Nigga, we use motherfucking plastic cards to pay for fucking everything.
Yeah.
What happens when those machines stop working?
Right. What do you have to barter to even buy something from somebody even has something?
That's why they run them infomercials every night, man.
But get
you them gold coins, get you them silver coins.
Do you have gold coins?
I do. I do. I got a couple. I got a couple gold. I got a couple silver. I ain't got no fucking stockpile. But
what's that? The funny thing though. The funny thing about that Civil War preview though was that the dude when I guess they was like on the run and they was trying, I guess it was pure chaos and they was trying to make it through and they found that one dude that had like that rifle or whatever. Yeah. And then he was like they say, "Oh, we're Americans," and he was like, "What kind of Americans?" You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Young, that's exactly." I feel like that's how shit would be because we're so like fractured and divided by our viewpoints and our perspectives. It's like it goes beyond just black and white. It goes beyond just Republican, Democrat. Now it's like trans and non-trans. Right. It's like so many different just like fractions of society where like if there was a civil war, you're like it's almost 100% guaranteed that you're gonna bump into somebody that don't agree with you on everything. Right. Will that motherfucker hold you down in a life and death situation?
And that's what he said in the movie too. If you watch the jump, he stopped the car. He was like, "Look, I got, if shit goes down, I need to know if you down. Like if it get bad, I need to know." So you don't know how
Bruh, bad. Imagine like this is like a motherfucking civil war in the United States, and you know what I'm saying, you over here trying to get your family out of a dire situation. You get into like an accident, you straight on the side of the road, a nigga right there, and like, oh, who did you vote for? Or like, what's your views on abortion? You know what I'm saying? If you say the wrong thing, that nigga might move the fuck on and leave you and your family stranded. Something to think about. Back in the day, all you had to do was just be a fucking American, and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely left that lady stranded.
Yep. Yeah. We ain't ready for that shit.
I don't think so, bro.
No.
And
we don't have the emotional maturity as a fucking society to, put our personal feelings to the side for the bigger picture. I think the internet almost got everybody in their feelings so fucking much to the point where nobody can put their personal feelings aside for a bigger purpose.
And they did that by design.
Mm-hmm. It's all meant for separation, fracturing up society,
Ruling out of chaos.
Ruling out of chaos. And then through that, it creates a new order.
Julia Roberts. I don't know what that is. But Phil was telling me that the whole Matthew Perry shit, this nigga died on her birthday, and then it was a big Friends theme in the movie. Like the little girl was always trying to watch Friends in the jump, and he died on her birthday, and she's the star in this movie.
Yeah. Interesting.
Dark.
Yeah. But yeah. Y'all got anything else for 2023? Y'all want to leave in 2023?
Yeah.
Hip hop is dead. Hip hop is dead.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, let's talk about hip hop as far as 2023. Definitely was a bad year for rap. I remember there was some tweet from like a big time or like a major influencer in hip hop exec back when Ebro was like, nigga, labels ain't even looking for y'all rappers no more. If you even pay attention to mainstream radio or just mainstream like music, they're not really pushing any male hip hop artists for the most part.
Right.
Just the overall quality of the music has gone down tremendously. Like, nigga, we got Afro beats might be the number one genre of music in, I guess, the black, music space. And like, that's not even niggas from this country. So that should let you know a lot about, just the overall.
And I love that shit.
Yeah. I'm not knocking the music, but just the fact that we're not even creating, like we're not building our own United, what I'm saying, our own American artists ain't even popping no more. Like, usually it was the American artists that went international overseas and got it popping in Japan, and like now we got niggas coming from overseas coming to us, and we listen to their artists more than we listen to our own.
And then I think the biggest song I just read was Gunna's "Fuck You Mean," who y'all said is anti-hip hop because he's an alleged snitch.
Wait, so I never even heard that fucking song. They said that was the number one song of 2023.
Yeah, as far as hip hop.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, you know that song.
I don't think I heard that joint, but I will. But it does say it does show an example of the times we're living in right now. Because like if a nigga is a documented snitch and he got the number one rap song of 2023, bruh, rap is dead, bruh. It's over. That whole just aura, that whole mentality, culture, that shit is finished. But my question is, do you think 6ix9ine killed that shit?
What, making a way for snitches?
No, making a way for like kind of destroying that whole like just like street aura. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you got this clown character nigga came in.
You see how like a lot of, well, I think like as kind of like self-preservation thing. Like a lot of these hip hop artists are saying like Fat Joe said, I never sold any of that shit. I never did any of this shit. What I mean? All these were like fairy tales. Like they're getting out of the shit. Maybe
50 Cent did that shit too.
Yeah. Maybe they feel like there's actual, hip hop police or like, Rico racketeering like charges are coming down the pipeline for everybody. So maybe they just try and get ahead of that shit.
That's a possibility too, man. Or how do you think like maybe like even just the police or like just the feds in general like infiltrating the shit and locking all these niggas up, like that might play a part in it too.
But is that necessarily a bad thing?
I think just overall morale around the shit has just been killed, man.
But is that a bad thing?
You talking about just killing hip hop? Nah, not necessarily. I don't necessarily say it's a bad thing because it's like what's the fruits of hip hop?
That's what I'm saying. Is it a bad thing that the feds, quote unquote, is locking up hip hop artists when these hip hop artists are polluting young minds? But then I've been like who's getting taken down? Like Young Thug? I don't think he's like really polluting the minds of like the youth. It's more like these like drill rappers and shit like that. But if he was actually, getting busy, then yeah.
I mean, just overall and shit, you know what I'm saying? I just think that what's going to replace this shit? Like if we get rap hip hop out of that, then what's going to replace that? You know what I'm saying? Like
that hypersexualized shit.
Yeah. And that's what's going on right now. And then that shit is trash too. Because I'll be honest, like I can listen to Benny and all them other niggas talk about shoot niggas, but listening to all that super wild freak shit, I can't listen to that shit all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I can't just, cause it just doesn't fit any settings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be at work. I don't know, bro. It just don't. Mm-hmm. And then that's what they pushing more. So now they pushing the Sukiyanas and the Sexy Reds and all them shits the most.
Yeah.
it's almost like they just making a mockery of the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they giving you the absolute worst fucking, examples of anything you want anybody who you love to be.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. Being honest, lied. Like, just I write like I feel that day. I'm just being creative. You could probably you couldn't build the jail high enough for the lyrics I've said on songs, which are all untrue. What I am is a family man, the person who gives back to my community all the time, open businesses in my community. So the music would never amount to the actual person, Joseph Cartagena. I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied.
But yeah, I think they try and get out in front of that shit.
Yeah, he trying to get out because I remember, yeah, man, Fat Joe kind of always had a reputation as like being one of the hardest niggas in rap. So,
but has recently, said all that shit.
But he came out recently, and I think Fat Joe is one of them niggas is real. Like as far as what I've been hearing, and throughout my years of just following the whole hip hop shit, everybody basically saying Fat Joe was like certified, nigga. Like, so all of a sudden now it's like, nah, I lied and made all that shit up. I don't believe that shit. I think he, like you said, I think he trying to get out in front, trying to save his ass before anything come out that anybody can use against him. They said him and Big Pun used to like kidnap niggas and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, is it? I don't know. If they sweep all these motherfuckers up, is it necessarily a bad thing? Knowing that their message is never
anything positive. Yeah. But like I said, if we was to get rid of it and we locked all these niggas up and they just fucking, the whole hip hop industry and culture just got fucking destroyed, then it's like, what's going to replace that?
Ski.
But if we was even create a positive replacement for that shit, what would it be? Like if we could say, like what I'm saying is, hip hop is so destructive, the culture is so destructive, then it's like, all right, replacing it with pussy rappers ain't necessarily a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what can be put in place that the youth and the kids is going to gravitate towards? Because this the other day, man, I went to Chipotle for lunch and there was a bunch of high school kids in line and them motherfuckers they were saying all kinds of wild, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, these niggas is no. They don't want to hear nothing positive. These kids, these young kids, and they don't want to hear nothing positive. Everything come out their mouth is fucking foul. They don't want to hear no positive shit. Trust me. You almost got to create a whole new generation of kids and feed them the positivity. Like what I'm saying is the kids is like 18, 19, 17 right now. They already fucked. That shit is already in their minds, bodies, and spirits. Like if you want to give them some, if you want to create a positive change, it's got to come with like the kids that's not even that have not even been introduced to this whole hip hop culture yet. Those are the ones you can save. These other kids that's already been introduced to this shit, they already fucked. You know? Like how many things have you had to unfucking learn that you learned when you was 17, 16, 15 from listening to rap music, and then you became a grown-ass man and was like, oh shit, like that was some bullshit. Like, damn, I wasted time listening to that bullshit thinking that that's what life was about.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see no like this shit about to be. I mean, it's already been co-opted. So even even from the male perspective on the whole like pussy rap shit, it's like, oh, dog in this bitch, blah blah blah.
Don't want to hear it.
Anyway,
I agree.
They be wilding.
Yep. Another episode of Overtime, the final one, 2023. We can probably catch you on the flip side of 2024. We need somebody to jump on with us. We need some guests. We need some exciting topics.
Yeah.
Well, that Epstein list coming out in January, so that's definitely going to be a topic. Baby. That's going to be a topic of conversation. Definitely,
we should have an Epstein mock draft.
That'd be hilarious.
Ooh. Yeah, you want something?
Epstein mock draft is wild.
I think it's like 120 some names. But yeah,
120.
Epstein mock draft coming 2024.
Yo, I guarantee you, every nigga that was popping in the 90s might be on that shit. Like, I'm being dead ass serious. Like, come on, man.
There's going to definitely be some redacted names. You know, the whole whiteout celebration on those files. But hey, what they say, Corey, their rappers better promotion. But yeah, that's crazy.
127. 127.
Yeah.
My man Jada said that.
Jeffrey Epstein.
They better get some bodies. They better get some bodies. It's gonna be wild.
We'll catch y'all on the flip, y'all. Corey Moon, one last time.
Peace, y'all.
Yo.